What's going on, folks? On the air with VA3EWV. On the air with VA3EWV Friday Evening Net. Good to have you guys out there. We're just about to get started. And get a song fired up right quick. I was out at the park today, and my God, did I have a lot of parks. One guy had 7 parks at one thing. So let's start off with that, and we'll be with you in 4 more minutes.
We hit the airwaves every night. Park to park, our signals bright. Cheek to cheek, we keep it live. Ham radio, got that vibe. Late shift early, we don't care. Got our sound waves everywhere. 5-9 in the park, so clear. Best regards to all who hear. This is a 2 for make it loud. Working around without a doubt. 73, we share the thrill. Ham radio, life's a chill. On to the next park we go. In the dark, we let it flow. Communications park to park. This is how we make our mark. Thanks for those activations now. From dusk till dawn, we take a bow. Signal strong, we make it loud. Ham radio, we stand proud. This is a 2 for make it loud. Working around without a doubt. 73, we share the thrill. Ham radio, life's a chill. On to the next park we go. In the dark, we let it flow. Communications park to park. This is how we make our mark.
It looks like our node was off. So it's back on though, folks. The node is back on. We'll come connect.
Hello, everybody. This is
The node was off, so we're back on. So
on the air with VA3EWV.
start
Today we're going to be activating this lighthouse. Charlie Alpha 864, I believe.
1 minute
Charlie Alpha
left.
864.
It's good.
No, Charlie Alpha November 864. So that's what we're going to be doing.
On to the next park we go. In the dark, we let it flow. Communications park to park.
Well, we appreciate the 505 there. Whiskey 8 Delta Ladies here.
Thanks for
I
those
have Dana in
activations
Ohio
now.
there. QSL.
From dusk till dawn, we take our bow. Signal strong,
Thank
we
you so much
make
for
it
the
loud.
activation. You have
I'm
a
ready
good day.
and proud.
Ham radio, we stand proud.
Okay, there we go. That's all of that. Okay, let's get started here. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor is the frequency in use. Okay, nothing heard. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, you are joining the Friday evening AllStar Echolink net on every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. as long as we can do it. This net is been going on for over 2 years now, and we're glad that everybody is joining us. Also, my name is Ernest, Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. I'm in St. Andrews, West Ontario, Canada. I've been a ham on the 17th of January. It'll be 3 years. So good to be out here having some ham radio fun. And thanks for all the folks that are joining tonight. I did get a message that the node was off. My node was off. That's the second time it's gone out. So for those that are listening, if the node is not it goes out, please go to VE3PGC-L. VE3PGC-L. All right, let me pause. We are also on YouTube, and thanks for the folks that are all already out there watching. We have some check-ins already. We have VA3, no, excuse me. We have VE3 ARF out there right now checking in. I was just giggling like that because I was like, what? It's WWA. So I expected my friend out there to be doing that. So, but you know what? I'm glad you're on here saying hi, Rob there, V3RF. I know you probably work some FT8 in the background or something like that. It's always good to be able to multitask or something like that. Thanks for being out there. If you're watching with us on YouTube, please put your name in the comment section. Let me pause one more time.
Watching, but I'm checking in.
Okay, I did hear someone say they're checking in. Is that VA3 Echo Victor?
Yeah, you know my voice, right? Yeah. I'm just sitting here listening.
Roger, we got VA3 Echo Victor out there. Happy New Year to you. This is the Happy New Year net. You can talk about anything. I'll be talking what I didn't get for Christmas, which is a good thing. That means my wife didn't spend any money. But you can talk about anything and send out Happy New Year's, all that stuff like that. Or what you may have gotten for Christmas, what you wanted for Christmas, something like that. What you're going to be doing for the new year, any resolutions, et cetera, et cetera. So we do have some repeaters out there connected. The VE3 PGC repeaters connected. VE3 IDK didn't get connected because my node wasn't on. So I'll try to figure out how to do that. But other than that, we're going to be having some fun. And the first person that was out there that was telling me that the net was down was VA3 JIC. So we're going to bring in first. Happy New Year, VA3 JIC.
Yeah, Happy New Year, Ernest, and Happy New Year's to everybody on the net. Yeah, I tried connecting to your AllStar and it would not connect. So I don't know what happened there, but yeah, not much going on here, Ernest. We're just taking it easy. Just trying to get over the holiday thing and back to you.
Roger. Good. Thank you for being out there. And for those that are coming with us here for the first time, we do have 3 rounds of traffic on this net. It's a little unusual, the net. Our first round is the topic, and the topic of the day is Happy New Year, what you get, what you do, et cetera, et cetera. The next round is what you're doing for the weekend. So if you're doing anything fun over the weekend, I'm nosy, so you can let us know. And then the third round, if you heard something that was cool, just keep your pen and paper handy. You get to talk to people that were on the net tonight. So, James, that was a pretty quick in and out. It's uneventful stuff happening there. Or did you say eventful stuff happening? Also, did you get anything radio related for Christmas, or do you have any New Year's wishes for radio or non-radio? Please come on back.
All right, Ernest, thanks so much. Well, my name is Jim Victor, Alpha 3 Julian attorney. I've been licensed since December 21, December 24th, 21. No revolutions. There's nothing going on here. We don't do that. We just take it as it comes. And new radio, yes, absolutely. The new ICOM 7, what is that? Oh my God. I'm sorry, I forgot. The Mark II.
Oh, you're saying that you want, that's your New Year's resolution to get an ICOM 7300 Mark II? Is that right?
No, that's what I got for Christmas.
Whoa, that's what, hell, if you're going to get a Christmas, man, come on now. Shoot. Okay, so I heard a lot of talk about it and stuff like that. We'll take more questions later. So I don't want to push you or nothing like that, but that's pretty doggone cool. ICOM 7300 Mark II. Hey, look, the way I've always been, especially with computers, I know somebody gonna leave some nasty comments for me here, but I look at all radios as computers. I actually call it my computer. I honestly do. Because they're connected to the computer most of the time. You're programming them, working them through computers, cat controls, stuff like that, reinstalling the software, whatever. So I call them computers. So my rule of thumb has always been when something comes out, let it settle in first, let people do the bugs out, let them come with a couple of firmware upgrades, and then I'll go up in there with a couple of batches later with all the firmware upgrades. So far, what's your first impression? I know you got it, and it's a pretty hefty cost. Well, I don't want to say hefty if you're saving up and stuff, but what are your first impressions of it?
Well, I'll be quite honest with you, Ernest. I have not had it on. That is going to be the new Polar radio. So it is very nice looking. I think ICOM did a very nice job with that. It's like all their radios, they bring one model out, they bring the next one, and it just gets better and better.
Roger. Well, look, we're so happy to have you out there. I can't wait to hear more about it and start to see pictures and stuff like that. And yeah, we're going to get that going. We're going to pause. We've got a lot of people out here tonight. We're not going to keep you waiting. I'm just going to see quickly if I can manually connect to the V6IDK repeater, and I'll be right back. Don't go away, folks. This is Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor with the Friday evening All-Star Echolink net. 1 second. 600130. 600130. Let me see if I can connect to that. Can I do it? I don't think it works. Okay, well, I gave it a valiant effort. I don't think it connected. Anyway, that's for another day. The next person we had out there was VA3PZA. VA3PZA, please come and join us.
Well, hello there, Ernest and the group. It is VA3PZA. Happy New Year to everyone. And for Christmas, I got the flu. I was one of the unfortunate souls who got the flu this year for Christmas, so I'm pretty much over that. But my ham wish for the new year is to get an HF antenna, and I live in kind of an apartment townhouse downtown, so I need to be smart about it. I've been looking at the buddy pole. I have a ham friend who lives downtown in my city, and he's got a buddy pole on his balcony that he puts up and takes down depending on the wind if he's not at home. And they have some portable ones that could be used for POTA. So if anyone has any recommendations for a nice HF antenna that my neighbors wouldn't get angry with, that would be suitable for a downtown kind of an apartment with not a lot of space, I would love your recommendations. Otherwise, that's it for me. And for this weekend, I hope to go skating on the world's longest skating rink on the Ottawa Canal. That's it for me. Back to you, Ernest.
VA3PZA, and you chose that name because you like pizza. I remember you telling me that. Hey, it sure is good to hear you out there, Michelle. That's for sure. And I know that one of my New Year's resolutions is to hook up with you there and get some things going there in the Outaouais. I'll be back in the Outaouais. Oh my! I just entertained myself way too much. I'll be back in Ottawa on the 12th. So I know a lot of people don't like the cold weather and stuff like that, and I was moving like 3 foot of snow to get things set up today doing the photo activation there. So Michelle, we appreciate that. Hey, look, if you get the rack, I used to call it the Rack magazine. But I was corrected. It's not the Rack magazine. It's the Canadian Amateur, right? The Canadian Amateur. If you look at this particular edition, if you got it, look at this particular edition because Kim, who is also comes and joins us on the net. I know she visits our website a lot there. On the air with VA3EWV. I'm pretty sure that I saw that she did an article about, or someone did an article about her, and she lives in an apartment there, right? I was trying to see about that, but I'm pretty sure it's there. I saw that she had in a picture a couple months back of something on her balcony. I don't know what the antenna is, but take a look at the Canadian Amateur. There it is. It's on. It's going to be on page. It says "Life on the Air from the Third Floor." So she's got a nice article on that, and that's on page 24 and 25. Over.
Hey, well, that's great to know. I did get that email that it was available, but again, I've had the flu for the past week or so, so I'm like so far behind in my email, so that's great. I appreciate that, Ernest. So I will this weekend take a moment to go back through my emails, find that link, and enjoy the Canadian Amateur newsletter or magazine that's come out, and I'll read that article. Thank you. So back to you, Ernest. This is the VA3PZA.
Roger, thanks for being out there. Yep, and that it's Kim's Convenience. I thought that was pretty a chuckle. That was when I came to Canada, I started watching all those Canadian shows there. Look, it's good to have you out there, and don't go away. We're going to be nosy to see what you're doing for the weekend. While we're here, we do have the VE3 PGC repeater connected in Cornwall, Ontario, Canada. Is there anyone on the VE3 PGC repeater wishing to check in? Please come now. Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Okay, nothing heard for now. We'll pick it up now with K5BDL. And you know what? Thank you. I want to, for all you folks that are coming in here, VA3JIC, VA3PZA, K5BDL, KG5FI, I really want to thank you for supporting me last year and into the new year. It's much appreciated. Happy New Year to you guys and your families and stuff. And to the special ones in your life that's giving you a little bit of time here between 8 and 9 to converse with me there. K5BDL, Happy New Year. Come on in.
VA3EWV, and this is K5BDL. Well, Happy New Year, everyone. Brad in Tyler, Texas. Been a ham since March of 1992. Of course, always having a lot of fun with it. Just enjoying the evening, and also like to sign in my better half, Peggy, Kilo 5 Papa Foxtrot Lima, my proxy. She just got done with work. Going to be heading home here in a little bit, and so I just want to get her in on the list. Back to you, K5BDL.
Roger, and I got you both in the log, K5BDL and K5PEL. So the question of the day, folks, is New Year's resolutions, what you get for Christmas, this, that, and the third. It doesn't even have to be radio related. Anything you got that's pretty cool. So Brad, and I'm just going out here. I'm not complaining because I really have a lot of stuff. I heard a guy on the Santa Claus net saying, I got everything I want. I don't have everything I want, but I was not upset by not getting anything. All my kids are older and stuff like that. We get stuff for the grandkids. But I was looking at a radio, like a second radio for sure. I have my FT991A, and I love it to death. It's got to go to the hospital, though. I acquired my good buddy, VA3JIN. He's a silent key. I acquired his radio. It's the ICOM 7300, but it's not a shack in a box. and I kind of like a radio that does both. I don't like carrying. I didn't like carrying my ICOM in and out of the car. I actually dropped it in a big puddle of water in the middle of the night. I think I guys told you that speaker side down. I had it in the middle of a laundry basket of clothes, thinking it was safe, and the laundry basket was tipped over, and everything went in the water, including the radio. But it has to have. That's not why it's going to the shop. The mic plug doesn't stay plugged in. Like anytime you put a mic in, no matter what, brand new or not, it just pops out. Yes, I pushed it in hard as I could. It still pops out. The USB jack in the back, the little black piece that separates the four pins, that's gone somewhere, probably out in some Polar Park somewhere. And so that doesn't work right. So the cat control doesn't work right. And the power jack. The top part is hanging, but the bottom part is all supposed to be solid, and the bottom part kind of pushes into the radio. So I know before long that's going to be gone. So I got to get that puppy repaired. So let me pause. So with all that being said, I would love to have a radio. My good friend there, a new friend of mine, VA3EWV-L, got a new radio for Christmas. I think it's a Yazoo. I forget the model, but it's one of those hot ones that just came out. And then you have to buy us another piece for the 100 watts. I think that's just a money grab. They should just made the damn radio with 100 watts in it like everything else, and then you can just work QRP on it. Anyway, I just think that's a money grab. Anyway, so Brad, anything with all that being said, me just going on and on and on. Did you get anything cool for Christmas, or have any New Year's resolutions, anything like that over?
VA3EWV and the net is K5VDL. Didn't really need a whole lot from Christmas. Just pretty good on radios right now. I guess New Year's resolution, radio-wise, would be try to get out for Marks on the Air a little bit more. Matter of fact, try to get out maybe tomorrow. Off this weekend from work because I have to work next weekend. So this is the second of 2 weekends that's in between a working weekend. And so may have an opportunity, maybe both me and Peggy, to go out and activate one of the parks nearby and get in on the, they have the New Year Activator and Hunter awards each year, so might be able to take care of both at the same time as we get it part to part. So at least that's the aim. At least to get out the activator part. So hopefully do that this weekend, and that'll be a whole lot of fun.
Amen. That is the what's going on right now. I saw that advertisement. I think I put it on my website too to remind everybody. And something else is big going on this whole month, the WWA, the Worldwide Award. I participated last year, just a little bit here and there. I'm going to participate this year. And last year when I participated, it was straight up FT8, and that's all I did. And I did pretty good. Overall, I got quite a few contacts and stuff like that, so it was quite fun. This year, stations because I don't have a beam, I don't have an amplifier. That's not an issue. Just work with what you got, right? But I don't have that, and that is a plus because on FT8, I see a lot of stations being called that are WWA at the end, but you can't work what you can't hear, right? But I see other people working them. But what I have been got some success in was CW. So I'm in the intermediate class that starts in another week. I passed the basic part there, but it's got me enough confidence to go out there and participate. And this one here, the exchange is very, very easy. You do your call sign. If you hear your call sign come back, you wait for them to give you the signal report. If you can make it out, you give the signal report of them back. And everybody's a 599 on this one. So as long as you know how to do, you're good to go. All right. Thank you for that. And we'll keep it going down the line. One more, thank you. We'll break with you. Thanks for sharing that with us, Brad and Peggy. You guys both hope you have a happy new year there. Anyone on the VE6 IDK repeater or the VA3 PGC repeater wishes to check in, please come now. Okay, we're going to pick it up now then with KG5FI. KG5FI, please join us.
Good, Ernest, and the entire net. This is Kilo Golf 5 Foxtrot India. Name is Jack. Been a ham since 1983. Live in the northern part of Texas. And my biggest news is I had my knee operation this past Monday, and it was cleaning up the meniscus. It wasn't any knee replacement. And it went fantastic, and my recovery is going fantastic. I couldn't be more pleased with what's been happening. My wife still won't let me do basically anything, but I'm getting around great, almost flying with using the walker as compared to before the surgery. I was in a lot of pain apparently, just didn't realize it. So since I'm kind of laid up, I've been doing a lot on the radio. I'm one of the volunteer examiners here in the States, and have spent almost 3 to 4 hours each morning giving examinations for different FCC licenses. And that's been a real treat. We've got a whole bunch of people every single day. And I'm also practicing my CW. And to get back in that, I used to be fairly proficient. And then in the afternoon, I take a couple-hour nap because I get wore out easily now.
I hear that. Roger the naps.
Like I said, I could not be more pleased with my recovery. It's going fantastic. So back to you, KG5FI.
KG5FI in the group, Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor returning. Or as I like to say nowadays, Victor America 3, Echo Whiskey Victor. I don't know. I'll get to that later. KG5FI, I'm glad that you're out there helping everybody out. Doing the examiner stuff, that's always good. Well, I want to work up to that, right? I mean, people were asking me why you're getting your CW, and I got my basic, I got my advanced. I would still like to get my CW, have it on my certificate, right? And I would still like to work my butt off and learn a lot more and become an examiner. I would love to do that and watch the people that come in. And I know how good I felt. Both my examiners, one VE3 IMP, I thought I was going to be on his income tax. It kept showing up at his house, I think 7 times or something like that, trying to pass my test. But for my advanced test, I had a lot of people help me. To me, it was an easier test than the basic one because it didn't have all those rules and regulations and stuff like that, right? But I wouldn't mind doing that either. So thanks for being out there. Good on you for brushing up your CW. And hopefully I can hear you on the airwaves out there on CW there. Over.
Oh, you bet. I look forward to it. I'm just trying to get a little bit more comfortable on my refreshment of CW because it's been several years since I've used it. KG5FI.
Roger. And I will leave you with it's a funny story to me. It wasn't funny to the poor person who was suffering from PTSD. So they were encouraging us to go out and do SS, slow speed tests. That's what it's called, SST. I know it's on Sundays, and I think it's on another day too. But they're encouraging us to get out and go and, talk to other people. Not talk, but try to do code with other people. Like slow speeds, just to get into it. And as I was trying to find someone to do that with, I heard a person calling out, and I listened quite a few times, and I pieced out their call sign. Great. And then I pieced out that they were saying test, TEST. So, a a lot of times in radio, you want to see if you're out there getting somewhere. I know in HF, you just say it's the frequency in use, it's the frequency in use. You don't hear anything, but you know, you want to test your signal or whatever. So I kept coming back to the person. Now, don't know at that point, did not know any I forget what they call the special characters, but you know, like BK is like together, SK is together, or I forget what they call that stuff. But I kept coming back. Hello, the test is working. DE VA3EWV. Then I'll hear the guy call out again saying test. And I'm like, well, maybe he doesn't hear me. So I turned up the power from 20 watts to 50 watts. Again, I did the same thing again. And then he kept saying test, so I turned it up to 80 watts. Then I was like, wow, they say CW gets through. This guy must be a million miles away. So I started checking all my equipment and everything else. Then I put up to the full 100 watts, right? And then finally the guys just stopped calling. And then I found out later that test means there was a contest going on. I didn't know. They were just saying their thing with tests. I kept coming back saying over and over again, your test is working. Manually sending it at like 16 words a minute. So he probably thought I was a butthole, but I didn't know what was going on there. So that's my story for the day about me with the test. Let me pause. Okay, we're back. Folks that are just that are on YouTube, they're watching. Thank you. We have 6 people watching on YouTube now. I do have Rob out there, VE3ARF. The other folks, if you can tell me who you are, maybe put your name in the comment section or put your call sign in there. I can get you in the log. We are up to right now 7 check-ins. All right, we're going to do one more check-in for the VE6 IDK repeater or the VE3 PGC repeater. Let's see if anyone wants to come in and say Happy New Year before we go to our second round. This is the VA3EWV. Standing by. Okay, we're going to get to our second round of traffic right now. Thanks to everybody who's participated so far. So it's what you're doing for the weekend. So we'll pick it up at the top of the list where we started there with VA3JIC. So James, what's your plans for the weekend?
Well, Ernest, I don't really have any plans for the weekend, actually. Probably just tinker around and, get things back in order here. I've moved a bunch of things in the house, so that's really about it. Maybe tinker with this phone thing again. I don't know really what's going on. Just going to take it easy and enjoy the weekend, I think. Ernest, back to you. This is Victor Alpha 3 Judy India Train.
Roger on the taking it easy. That's for sure. I really, I understand that for sure. So, you have to take some time off. I've been taking those naps. They've been feeling really good. Right in the middle of the day, I'm getting all the rest I can before I head back to work. Also, VA3FHQ just says they're listening on hams over IP. So thank you for coming and joining us, VA3HIQ. Thank you. Also, we have VE3WBT. VE3WBT, waving a hand on YouTube there. We got you in the log too, VE3WBT. We have you in the log there. Good evening and Happy New Year from Nick and Sudbury. No traffic, and we appreciate you being out there, Nick. 7-3 to you. Happy New Year. Okay, we got James out there, all taken care of. Let's go to our friend Michelle there, VA3 Papa Zulu Alpha.
Well, hello again, VA3EWV and the net. So as I said earlier this weekend, I am going to go skating on the canal. In my city, Ottawa, the world's longest skating rink is the Rideau Canal, and it freezes over in the winter, so it's about 7 kilometers, and I don't know how many miles that is. I won't do the whole thing, but I'll get out there and have another Canadian treat called the beaver tail. It's actually a pastry. It's not actually a beaver's tail. And then I've got some reading. So Ernest, you recommended that I check out that article, so I'll read that article about an
VA3PZA in the group. Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor returning. That's right, folks. It says it here. Rideau Canal Skateway. Enter the Rideau Canal, turns into the Rideau Canal Skateway, the world's largest skating rink. From roughly January to February or March, you can skate in any section of the 7.8 kilometer, 4.8 miles. There you go. I've been there, and you can be a non-skater and go. I've actually walked that, and been out there with the kids on field trips. A field trip at school. Did eat the beaver tails. I like the one with the chocolate on it. That's what I like. So that was really good. Yeah, so go out there if you're in the Ottawa area or you want something to do or want to visit. That's a cool thing to go visit. It's really pretty out there too. And just so you guys know, if you've ever seen me at the NAC, because I do activations at the National Arts Center or the park right across the street from my work. If I go to the end of the park where the exit of the NAC is, the parking, I actually sit there by those flags, and to my left is the Rideau Canal. You'll see me sitting there. You can see the all the little fancy boats and stuff like that passing. So it's fun all year round. So Michelle, yeah, have some fun with that. Also, Michelle, if you're a reader, I'm gonna post something that Miss Sue's making. My wife Sassy Designs there. She's making these little things out of wood that say so and so's library, and then you can put how many books you've read. Now, I know you probably read thousands upon thousands of books since you've been, around. But if you know any little kids and stuff just getting started, it can get them to reading there. All right, let me see who we're at now. I think that we've almost gotten everybody. I don't want to. Oh no, we haven't. We took James, then Michelle. I think, or did we get everybody? I'm lost, but that's okay. You guys can help me out. Has anybody not said what they're going to be doing for the weekend besides myself? Please come on in. Okay, so I guess it's my turn. So what am I going to be doing for the weekend? Well, today I went out with my good friend there, VA3EWV-L. He had a park added to the historic site, added to the POTA thing. I saw it about a month or two ago. And since he got it up there, I didn't want to just go out there before he went and got it activated. So I've been bugging him. Finally, yesterday he says, "Okay, I'll go tomorrow." I'm like, "Yes." So we went and set up and stuff like that. And I said, "Well, you go first and you work and you get your stuff and your 10 activated and whatever, and then I'll start from there." So I started setting up ahead of him a little bit there, and I was getting this strange noise in my radio. Let me pause right quick. I was getting this strange whining noise in my radio, and I didn't know what it was. So I decided to just throw my antenna on top of the car there, my vertical. I have my radio on top of the car as well, if you look at the pictures. Because if you do the activations outside the car, you get more points for the rack challenge. So I put everything in the car and on top of the car and drove to the entrance, set up there where the snowplow had just put a nice area. And we both sat there and activated the park. So I wound up with 160-something contacts there. It was fun, and I'm going to go back tomorrow. It was so good today, I'm going to go back tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, trying to get some points on the rack challenge. We have a new visitor, though, folks. Kilo Lima 5 Victor India. Kilo Lima 5 Victor India. It says it's a node out of Alaska. Whoever's on K5, KL5VI, please come on in and join us. Oh, well, there was a node there in Alaska that had was there. K5ALI. I'll see what that was again. Sometimes people are joining us for the first time, trying out their Echolink and AllStar, because we do have it We do have it on a couple of sites. So we'll see if that person can come back in and join us here in a minute. KL5VI. It's always good to have an Alaska station joining because we love that, by the way. Anybody needing Alaska or Hawaii for our POTA, it's good to have somebody you know. All right. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing for the weekend. All right. We're down at the bottom. We did have one question today from Michelle about folks living in apartments or places like that without a lot of space or anything on the second story or whatever, and some ideas for an antenna. So we'll open it up for anybody anywhere that has any idea for an antenna on a second story and how to get that to work. So we're going to leave the mic open. Go ahead. So I don't know about HF, Michelle, but did you see my post? I know you've been sick there, but did you see my post helping my friend out? VE3XID. Did I hope everybody got a hoot out of that. If you haven't seen it, had a friend that was moving from an apartment, a first floor apartment, to a third floor apartment there. And he was just even trying to get on UHF VHF. And if you go to my Facebook page, On the Air with VA3EWV, and look at the pictures, at one point I had the HF antenna inside the room, taped up to the window with medical tape. And hey, look, he was getting out. After that, I got a pass through, like you can go through a window there, and there was an empty flower pot. I was like, I may be able to hit it if I throw it. So I got a 4-inch piece of PVC pipe. Let me pause. VA3EWV returning. Anyway, I got a 4-inch piece of PVC pipe. And then I took the brackets and attached the small UHF VHF antenna. Was probably like, I guess 14 or 16 inches long. I attached that to that. Probably a 6-foot piece of coax to the pass-through, and I threw it. I was sitting there with one arm out the window, and I just threw it, and it hit in the flower. It went right in there, and it's leaning at about a 45-degree angle. Who cares? We got it connected inside. We key up the handy-talkie, boom, right into the repeater. So that was a good laugh. So if you need to go on UHF, VHF, we got you covered. All we need is a flower pot. We can get you on there. But for HF, I don't have any. I haven't seen anybody doing that. One more time, has anybody on the radio here today, or those that have probably not checked in yet, has anybody tried to get HF working on a second or third floor space there? We'll leave it up for a few seconds. VA3JIC for the recheck. Come on in, James.
Yes, Ernest. Thank you. HF antennas on the balcony. I did have a balcony mount MFJ HF antenna up on the 7th floor on the balcony. It didn't work terribly well, but it did work. So that is an option.
Let me write that down again. What was it called again?
It's made by MFJ, and it's a balcony mount antenna.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, let me put that. I think MFJ may be going out of business. I don't know. Maybe. But it says out of stock, but I see it here. MFJ window balcony. I see it. We might be able to find something out there still. So yeah, MFJ 1625 window balcony antenna with tuner 80-6. It says sold out, but someone might have one, and it's got a tuner right on it. So that's not bad at all. That's pretty cool. Balcony mount antenna. So there we go. Never even heard of that. We'll just do a Google search to see if someone else has them. That's not out or whatever. Go to shopping right quick and see what we see there. We'll look and see if we can find something there. Right now I'm getting ant killer stuff, so must have did that wrong. All right. Any let's see where I'm at right now. Okay, thank you for that, James. Did you hear that, Michelle?
Hey, there's VA3PZA. I did. I'm taking notes, so I appreciate that. So thank you so much for that. And I'll do some Googling tomorrow. And I think there was somebody else who was trying to get in with a recheck. Maybe he has, I didn't catch his sign, but maybe he's got a suggestion too.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead for the person with the recheck.
FI recheck.
Yeah, KG5 FI, come on in. Sorry about that.
Yes, and Michelle, I hate to burst your bubble. 4 of us had this, we're going over the same question for a fellow for a balcony antenna, and we all came up with that MFJ 1625. We all searched and searched and searched, could not find anybody who had it in stock. And there was 4 separate ones of us who researched for about a half hour on the internet. I've got the Wolf River coil. I don't know if you have a balcony, and I don't know how much space you'd have to raise the antenna. That could possibly be a choice, but I would get on YouTube. I've seen lots of videos for people with solutions for balcony antennas, but I can save you time on that MFJ 1625. This just came up a couple days ago. KG5FI, I'll be clear.
Thank you, KG5FI. VA3PZA, did you copy that?
Hey, it's VA3PZA again. I sure did. Thank you.
You know, that's the good thing about you know, this hobby there, right? Seeing what's going on. Now, I know I haven't tried the stuff on the balcony, but I'll tell you something I ran into. There are places that I wanted to activate with Parks and Air that are downtown Ottawa. And of course, with some of these historic buildings and landmarks, you can't string an end-fed half wave. And the first antenna I ever had was a end-fed half wave, right? So that was a no-go. Then I got my Poto vertical, and that was cool. But then you had to worry about the ground radials, right? So that posed an issue. And what I would do right downtown, right from like the War Memorial and right across the street from Parliament there, the Parliament building, I would go there about 5:30, right before 7 for sure. Between 5:30 and 6:30, I would be set up on the sidewalk right next, close to the building, and I worked several times on FT8. I worked dozens and dozens of stations on FT8 right beside building. When that wasn't an option, I went to Montreal to do a rove in Montreal, and there was no way to go. Like the place was right on the road. So what I did, by that time I had a mobile antenna that has like these little plugs, and then you go from 7, 20, 15. I think it has 9 bands. Let me pause. But anyway, the antenna had 9 bands. So in the car, I was able to work stations and stuff in the car. Now, for me saying that, I see several people, including my friend there, they take like baking sheets and stuff like that, and they put these UHF, VHF antennas on the baking sheet, and they've been talking on that, sitting right in front of a window. So now I'm going to go test at his place because I heard he might have an HF rig. If that's the case, I'm going to see if I can't get access from the building people to let me put the mag mount antenna that I have out there and see if I can't just use that on the balcony and see how it works. That's what I'll try. All right, cool.
Recheck.
Go ahead, James, with the recheck.
Ernest, I forgot the last time there. Michelle might want to check into DX Canada. They're in Burlington, Ontario. He might have something.
Inside the room.
Roger. Well, that's the big thing. And a lot of people, unfortunately, they get out of HF when they have to move to an apartment. And I know people have gotten their ham licenses and they're young, even young people. They haven't gotten into a house yet. So they are living in an apartment. I met lots of people that are new hams there in the Ottawa area that are in university, Carleton University, Ottawa University, Algonquin. And they are in apartments or dorm rooms. So they can't do stuff like that. So they predominantly stick to Echolink, AllStar, right? Because they don't have the space, or they stick with UHF VHF. So I'm sure someone has it covered out there. I've even seen people with the ham sticks on the balcony with the thing leaning, and they're still working stations out there. So we'll get you on there, that's for sure. Don't worry about that. All right, before we bring this to an end, is there any other stations from anyone, anywhere, or anybody wants to check in? Please come now. Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Oh, Tar Heel. Okay, there we go. Okay, we do have one more thing here. It says Tar Heel antennas, M40A. Tar Heel antenna, it says M40A. Let me just copy that and put it in and go search it right now while we're sitting here watching on YouTube. I'm going to go look for that right now. See if we can't find something on that. Tar Heel antennas, M40AHP. There we go. Yeah, so it does 7 to 32 megahertz. It's got a 6-foot whip on it. It says give you low profile like the Tar Heel, lower the mass, etc., etc. So that seems like that'll be an issue. Not an issue, but a solution for you. All right. We're going to be saying our final goodbyes. I'm going to ask if there's anybody else that wants to check in. And if not, I'm going to wish everybody very happy 2026 as we go into 2026. Any other comments or otherwise, please come now. Any other comments, please come now. Okay, nothing heard. I want to thank everyone for joining us today, making this a very successful net. Excuse me. I want to thank James for telling me that the node was off. I know there are some regulars that usually log on prior to the net, and we're sorry that the node was off. I'm going to have to check that. It just happened a couple of days ago, so I'm just because I always leave my node on, so I'll see if there's something going on with that. But I want to thank all of you for coming out and joining us today. And I'd like to thank VE3ARF, Rob, VA3 Echo Victor, Rich, VA3 GIC James, VA3 PCA Michelle, K5BDL Brad, and Miss Peggy K5PFL, along with Jack K5 KG5FI, AllStar VA3FHQ, Nicholas VE3WBT, David KL5VI, and yours truly VA3EWV. Everybody have a great weekend there, and we'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And lastly, for those of you that are watching on YouTube, we always have an ending song. And I have a new song that I made called what my friend Rob made for me, On the Key with VA3EWV. For all you guys that are thinking about getting back into CW, I have a video for you. So hop on over to the YouTube channel and please subscribe too, folks. I'm almost at 700 subscribers. So we'll see you. Go check out VA3EWV on the air of VA3EWV. Have a nice one, everybody. 7-3 for now. Okay, folks, let's pull up those of you that are at home watching. Let's just go to our YouTube channel there. Let's play our new song there, our new hit single. Listen to me, new hit single. Go to playlist. There it is. There on the key with. Okay, we got another one. That's me trying to do Morse code and stuff like that. So you go to Big E's Beats. That's what it's called, Big E's Beats. We're going to pause that. Go all the way down. I think I've added it. And it starts off with Morse code. And the Morse code is just saying on the air with VA3EWV. Then the song starts. So here we go.
Biggie taps out on the wire. Dots and dashes spark the fire. A language humming through the air. Fingers flying without a care. He's riding waves you cannot see. The rhythm speaks. It sets him free. The world replies. Big E's key, light and skies. One tone, one friend, one endless spree. VA3EWV. The night's alive with hidden codes. Each band a path, each tone a road. He speaks and pulses, sings in sound. His world's unspoken yet profound. From coast to coast, from sea to star. No place too close, no place too far. His words are light, they echo wide. Big E's on air, his guys are tied. The world replies. Big E's key, light and skies. One tone, one friend, one endless spree. VA3EWV.
Okay, there we go with that one. And like I said, we always do two songs. So let's just get the other one. Let's just get the other one going right now. What's going on, Mr. For our next song. So today I was doing come on in. So come on into where the camera is. That's my grandson Knox there. So I went to the park for the first time in a long time today. And my God, did I have a lot of park to parks. So what we're going to do, we're going to play Park to Park. I have a song called Park to Park. We're going to do that one. That's going to be our last song for the day there. Just got to find it. Here we go, Park to Park.
We hear the airwaves every night. Park to park, our signals bright. Cheek to cheek, we keep it live. Ham radio, got that vibe. Late shift early, we don't care. Got our sound waves everywhere. 5-9 in the park, so clear. Best regards to all who hear. This is a two for make it loud. Working around without a doubt. 73, we share the thrill. Ham radio, life's a chill. All we go. In the dark, we let it flow. Communications part to part.
Oh my God.
This is how we make our mark. Thanks for those activations now. From dusk till dawn, we take a bow. Signal strong, we make it loud. Ham radio, we stand proud.
Wow, that's cool.
This is a tool for making loud. Working around without a doubt. 73, we share the thrill. Ham radio, life's a chill. On to the next part we go. In the dark, we let it flow. Communications part to part. This is how we make our mark.
Right, so
Hello, everybody. This is On the Air with VA3EWV. On the Air with VA3EWV. And today we're going to be activating this lighthouse. Charlie Alpha 864, I believe. Charlie Alpha 864. No, Charlie Alpha November 864. So that's what we're going to be doing.
oh, that's cool.
On to the next part we go. In the dark, we let it flow. Communications part to part.
Well, we appreciate the 515 there. Whiskey 8 Delta Louisiana. I have Dayton, Ohio there. QSL.
From dusk till dawn, we take our bow. Signal strong,
Thank
we
you so much
make
for
it
the
loud.
activation. You have a good rest of your day. 7-3.
Ham radio, we stand proud.
Okay, that's it, folks. Have a great evening and a happy new year and all that stuff. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor with my grandson Knox there. And we're saying 7-3 to everybody. 7-3. Have a good one, folks. Bye for now.
4 people are watching.
Yeah, 4 people are watching now. Yeah.
Relax.
So it's up to 7. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.